Welcome back, folks. Today I have an experiment that I have set up here for our CFS Fast Set crack filler concrete repair material. What I did is I made a plexiglass form to simulate the interior of a crack so we can actually see what happens to the crack filler material when you pour it inside of a crack, and why this material is so important that it's a thin viscosity material. But first, let's talk centipoise for a second. Centipoise is the measurement of viscosity for material. So our material is 30 centipoise. Water is 0, so it's very close to water. What we're going to do is we're going to pour our material on the right-hand side today. The leading competitor is going to be poured on the left. I'm not mentioning other competitors. I'm not here to talk negatively about anybody else's material. What I am going to talk about is why our material is better, because it's thinner. So ours is 30 centipoise, theirs is approximately 400. You'll see the difference in penetration within the crack. I'm also going to fill this up with sand to show you exactly how this is going to work. Okay, so this setup here, what I have is 2 sheets of plexiglass separated about 3/16 of an inch to simulate the interior of a crack. You can see that there. I have straws here to vent the air. If I don't put straws in there, what's going to happen is we're going to pour the material across the top here, and air is going to get trapped underneath it, and the material is not going to penetrate down. So no cracks are sealed on the bottom anyway, at least no slab cracks. So I'm going to set this up. I'm going to pour the sand in, filter the sand in, get all set here, and then we will pour the epoxy in to show how it penetrates into the crack. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this evenly so everybody sees exactly how we're doing this. I'm just going to fill each chamber up with sand so they're all about the same. I'm going to leave them all a little bit low. That way the epoxy can puddle on the top here. Okay, we're pretty much all even across the top here. Next we'll mix the epoxy, we'll pour it in, and you can see what it does. Okay, so next we have our material. We have part A and B. I'm going to mix this off camera just because there's not enough room here to do everything at the same time. So what we're going to do is mix this. I'll start the timer and I'll pour it in, and I'll do one half, and then I'm going to do the other half on a side-by-side frame, and you can see exactly what's going on. Okay, I just marked my squeeze bottle, 100 milliliters of each part. And that's going to be my mix. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pour equal parts. Part B. This is going to be tricky because I'm going to have to do this, start the timer at the exact same time, and shake this and pour it in. This stuff gives you about 1 minute and 20 seconds to work with it, so you don't have long. Okay, so start that. Okay, here we go. So these 2 chambers are going to be with the crack filler. You see how it's penetrating down. I'm going to try to not make a mess all over the table here with this. There's not too much to talk about while I'm doing this. We're just watching this penetrate in here real slowly. This material is getting hot now. You can see it's starting to change color at the top here. So this material is now set to the point where it's too thick to pour out. So whatever is going to penetrate now is going to penetrate, and it's going to set a little slower in the crack because the material is thinner. So it penetrates farther, and it's diluted with the sand, so it doesn't get as hot. I'll let this timer run to 4 minutes just in case this wicks down farther. It's doing it so slow, it's kind of hard to see. Maybe you can see at the top it's turning colors. This turns gray when it sets. Well, originally I said 4 minutes. I'll wait 5 minutes. So there you have it. We have, well, that's the 1 inch mark. So 1, 2, 3. Here it's a little over 4. There it's a little under 4. So about 4 inches penetration there. On the other side, here's 1 inch there. I mean, these are side by side. So we're only 1.25 inches, something like that. So it's, I don't know, 25% of the penetration with the other material. You see, it actually went into the sand, maybe 1/2 inch there, and about 3.5 inches here. So if you're trying to weld a crack back together again, absolutely, this is the way you want to do it. All right, folks, there you have it. Thanks for tuning in. CFS Fast Set Crack Repair on the right, competitor on the left. If you're interested, go on our website, concretefloorsolutions.com, go into the online store. This is under the repair material section. This is a material I have used virtually on every single job we've ever had. Works great. Any questions, give me a call. Emails below, phone numbers below. Thanks for tuning in.